If you are a seasoned speaker, you will find it as a refresher. And if you are a content creator who speaks very often to the camera, there are a lot you are going to learn from it. If you are neither this nor this, then this book, The Diamond in Your Speech, is for you. Coming up. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. Before we move on to the content of this video, this a little disclaimer. This book is authored by Ahmad Fakhri and Victor Ong. It is also published by Myriad Ventures Enterprise based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I have not had the pleasure yet to meet and get to know Ahmad Fakhri, but I have had the pleasure to meet and get to know and deal with Victor Ong on a personal basis. That was when I was in Toastmasters and learning how to fine tune and sharpen my public speaking ability. Also, neither Ahmed Fakhri nor Victor Ong or even the publisher knows about this video. They are probably going to see it the same time as you are doing, if not even later after you have already seen it. Therefore, there's no affiliation whatsoever pertaining to the link I'm providing for anyone who becomes interested to get a copy of this book for himself or for his loved one. And I'm determined in this video to convince you, to persuade you to have a copy of this book for yourself, as well as for some of your loved ones, if not for all of your loved ones. This book, The Diamond in Your Speech, is indeed a diamond. It comes in 15 chapters and 2 appendices across 142 pages. Of course, it is preceded with contents as well as dedication, forward, and preface, as well as acknowledgement. I like the layout of the book, which is in A5 size. The layout is very nice, easy to read. The font type is Times New Roman, and the font size, I believe, is either 11 points or 12. The spacing is 1.5, I assume. The spacing within paragraphs are 1.5, and the spacing between paragraphs is 2 points. And it's easy to read. The language of the book is conversational, everyday English with examples that you and I can relate to. I read this book in more or less than 6 hours within 24 hours. That was less than 24 hours ago when I received the book. After my class, I opened the book and straight away started reading it and finished it within 6 separate hours in the last 24 hours or so. And I'm very inspired with the ease of reading is one thing, the germs of knowledge in the book is another thing. And I think you need to get a copy of this book and polish your knowledge of public speaking, put it into experience, and shine. After reading it, I find the book, The Diamond in Your Speech, as a straightforward guide that teaches you the magic of public speaking and mastery. Of course, there are thousands of books out there that teach and talk about public speaking. However, this book, which comes in only 142 pages, is a fruit of 50 years of experience and ups and downs in public speaking. Therefore, anything that is mentioned in the book is something that comes out of wisdom, experience, and knowledge, tested knowledge. The book adopts a method which the authors refer to as designing the aeroplane while it is flying. And that method is explained in a technique called the reverse engineer your speech. These two things combined make it very easy to learn and absorb the knowledge and advices that are put forth in this book. Ever heard of the word glossophobia? Well, for me, I read it for the first time in this book. And to find out what glossophobia is, of course, I know you can Google it up, but find it in this book and you will never forget it. Glossophobia. Through this book, you will overcome your glossophobia, inshallah. A speech is like a diamond. How do you handle your diamond? How do you care for your diamond? How do you polish your diamond? Handle your speech, care for your speech, polish your speech the way you will your diamond. And when you present it, it will attract everyone's attention. And it will only take germinologists to differentiate between the not so fine tuned speech from the lower end ones because it all looks diamond. So fine tune your diamond, polish your diamond through your speech. There is something you cannot miss in this book. That is chapter number 13. If you grasp chapter number 13 of this book, you will never enter an elevator and allow it to remain super silent like ghost box or a graveyard. Chapter number 13. In the diamond, in your speech. With a framework introduced in the book, the 5 T's framework, preparing your speech will never be the same. What are the 5 T's framework? Find it in the book. The diamond in your speech. In conclusion, just reading a book that teaches about public speaking, you overcome 20 to 30% of your glossophobia, I claim. Again, what is glossophobia? Don't Google it up, find it here, and you will never forget it. Just read a book if you are really not able to get a copy of this book, any public speaking book, and you will overcome 20 to 30% of your glossophobia, and you'll be good to go. That will be a good starting point. In the end, as the authors wisely and rightly mentioned in the book, the fear of public speaking shows that you are human. You are human with emotions. But that doesn't mean that you cannot progress and be a successful speaker. So, yes, you have your fear of public speaking, you have your fear of presenting before audience, but you have to start somewhere, and a book like this will help you to do that. And if you do, in a week, probably you will be invited by your bosses to do presentation, to give a speech, or even to entertain visitors to your company. This book and its likes should be where you start from, inshallah ta'ala. As we mentioned earlier, this book is published here in Malaysia. You can get a copy at any MPH bookstores across Malaysia. Alternatively, you can also order your copy from the publishers directly. Link provided in the description below. If you are outside Malaysia and you are interested to get this book, which I hope you do, please check the link of the publishers, contact them and ask them how to get your copy, and they should be able to advise you on how they can ship copies to you wherever you are, be it in Singapore, Indonesia, Europe, Africa, elsewhere. They should be able to. I believe they will be more than happy to get orders from outside Malaysia. So please check the link, contact the publishers, and they should be more than happy to return to you, inshallah ta'ala. As I said, I read the book in 6 hours, and the book is designing the aeroplane while it is still flying. Now I'm determined to go back and read this book 2 more times or even more to continue designing the aeroplane while it continues to fly, or while it is still flying. I want to digest more of the techniques that are provided in the reverse engineer your speech, as well as the diamond analogy that is presented in the book. So if there are any updates, I will update you in this channel, inshallah ta'ala. And with that, we have come to the end of this mini review of this book, The Diamond in Your Speech by Ahmed Fakhri and Victor Ong. If you find this video beneficial at any or to any extent, kindly tell me how is that in the comment, and also hit the like button. Feel free to share it with your loved ones, with your bookworms, and anyone who you would think and believe that either they appreciate public speaking, or they develop digital content and speak to the camera very often, or they speak to strangers in the street. This book is for them as well as for you. Until we meet again, Assalamu alaikum.
أتيتك يا خالقي باكيا ودمع الأسى كل حين يزيد فقد قلت في الآي لا تقنطوا وإن تعف عني فذا يوم عيد وإن تعف عني فذا يوم عيد